Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Lester Zoom Headley. Tonight, I'm going to be sharing in poem form an exemplifiable piece of work in poem form. Allow me to share concerning Peeping Tom bosses. Oh my crosses. Peeping Tom bosses. Let me see how many of you can own up and say this is all so true. Wait, man. You got to be talking concerning my boss, Lester. Oh, holy smoke. Yes, that's my boss, one of the biggest clowns from across town. Oh, what a total fool, really better known as a buffoon. He behaves like a total fool, being in a position of authority. Oh, by his action, a total calamity. What a burdensome organizational disease. This is exactly no tease. By behavior, it can't be training qualification. It can't be in the know. It has to be lack of training, lack of qualification, not lack of being suitable for that level that is being asked of him. He is not too far from being the carbon copy peeping around like the actual devil will peep around all the many people. It's easy to tell. It's not a hard sell. Perhaps his wife may make him smell hell. Yes, maybe his wife makes him smell hell. Hence why he come to work and created and perform well versed in the art of peeping around naturally. When you look at them, you can see from the groundswells. Let us honestly confess, we know them all so very well. Their styles not suited for management. No, it's not a hard sell. They were lucky to be given the opportunity, but all they do in alignment of management is peep, 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 peep around from pillar to post. They still have the old mentality of the plantation system embedded with them in this modern world. They don't even know their own limitations, albeit from their silly self and confrontations. Let us just stop and look at the peepers masquerading around the toilet, the punch clocks, peeping from pillar to post as you enter the world of work, as you enter the workplace, as you leave to go to relieve yourself at the toilet, or you go to do something else. They just peep, peep, peep. What have they done to develop human efficiency? What have they done in training to talk to people to get the team to work like a team? Nothing, because they don't know the slightest start or they don't have the slightest clue. That's why they can be called a certain fool. They are being paid mere pounds while acting like peeping clowns. That boss is from hell. You can so easily tell. He also has the smell. He smells and he looks like hell. Walking around looking busy, only making himself believe that he is busy. But many see his peeping agenda. He cannot help. If he's peeping at home, he's peeping at work. If he's peeping at work, he's actually peeping at home. Simple, simple, simple. He peeps from pillar to post. That is his everyday discourse. Square peg and round hole, that's who he is. Square peg in a round hole. That's who he is. And this is a true story being told as they sell their very soul. Let's change his name or their names to Peeping Toms, plantation style overseer, but they're worse than the overseer style because the environment which they were encouraged them to behave that way. They don't know no other way in management, dealing with people, bringing up people through development, bringing up people to be of quality, to be of consistent quality. No, they rather sit, do nothing, and just peep around when they look over the shoulder and they don't see the person at their stations. Then they will peep behind. You see it every day. Every day. I tell you, if by action they're doing it at home, then they're going to do it at work. Peeping Toms have no moral compass whatsoever. They lack basic common sense because they're so very dense. They can no longer lead or convince. They never could do it, but they were lucky to get the position. Not even worth a few cents that they can live outstandingly that well and make it different. Make it easy. Let us speak to your inept bosses. Even spend a toss concerning rating foods or the devil himself, reincarnation from hell. Call it out for what it is. Call it out for what it is. It is easy to tell they are the devil from hell. They are peeping toms. They destroy the moral fabric and morale of the organization, but no one in position over them can tell them different. Why? I will tell you in another discourse why. Now, if this is your boss, may his name be ABC. He is still a sick, peeping disease. Okay? So if it is your boss, write me and let me know. Let us have some discourses with the way management is being done nowadays. Now, these were 12 verses which best describe your boss. You tell me which one of the 12 verses best describe your boss. Also tell me if you agree with what I'm saying, because I know you in the working world want to do better. But because of the peeping bosses that you have, they have not done anything to assist you in your development. Otherwise than peeping Tom. Everywhere you go, there's a peeping Tom. Everybody cry out a peeping Tom. You can see them all the time. Look no further. Start looking around and see why the culture of the organization is so bad. Why the turnover rate is so high. Why the organization don't do anything to uplift people resources development process. Why? It's because of the peeping Tom managers who are in charge know better. So if you can identify with what I'm saying, drop me a line at zoomheadley@hotmail.com. Zoom Z or ZOOM, Zoom Headley, HEADLEY, zoomheadley@hotmail.com. Let's keep this discourse going. I have so much to share with you about toxic organization, toxicity, low morale, people in position that cannot manage, malfunctioning, killing the organization, bringing down the organizations, giving the organization a bad name, because all they do all day long is peep. But then again, remember, if they're peeping at home, or they have to peep at home, if they have our mate to be peeping at home, they're going to naturally peep at work. But you don't be afraid of them. Stand up. Join me in this special discourse. Until then, keep an honest mind and an open mind. Be honest in describing your boss. Because if they're poor, hey, they are poor. Okay? So let me know. Thank you. Lester Zoom Headley, your host, signing out on this one. Thank you.